Yeah. So what was life growing up for you?
Yeah. So I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, kind of close to TCU.
Go Frogs.
Oh yeah. Although I went to SMU, everybody always is like, man, I don't play pick any side, you know?
Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't
It's
matter
all
to me. But yeah, I had a very much, I had a great childhood. My family's incredible. They supported me through, everything I've done, and guided me in a really good direction. My mom, she's an attorney by trade.
Oh, nice.
But she gave that up to raise my sister and I. So she kind of, decided to do the stay-at-home mom thing. But she also built a business. So my family's in property management.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she wanted to do that. And then my dad was a high school teacher, growing up, 7th and 8th grade science.
Nice.
Yeah, so we did that whole thing, growing up. So I had a great childhood, moved around a lot. My parents are kind of entrepreneurs. So once my dad kind of stopped doing his job when I was, I guess right before high school, we just moved around a bunch. Ended up living in Spain for about a year in high school, which is a really cool opportunity.
Wow.
And, lived some other spots. Lived in South Texas for a while. Kind of how I started the whole martial arts thing is my dad's a judo black belt from the 90s.
Hardcore judo.
Hardcore judo, man. That's
I mean, judo's still hardcore.
But
the
90s
judo in the 90s
was, yeah,
that's a different breed.
A little different, yeah. So he's a real tough guy. He's very quiet though. If anybody that knows me, he's always at every tournament I compete at, and always has supported me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's an amazing man. But I always say, like, still water runs deep. So he's very stoic and doesn't talk too much. But he has a crazy life story. But he's a great man. He got me involved in judo when I was real young. Didn't really stick with it. I didn't like it. And he was always, he had kind of a rough childhood. So he was always like, hey, if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. He never really pushed me. He always supported me in anything I wanted to do, but never really pushed me in any big direction.
So when you say that, he pushed you to be great in life, but didn't push you to do things that you weren't comfortable with or didn't like.
Exactly.
Okay.
He wanted me to do well in whatever I pursued. But if I didn't want to go, he wasn't going to be the type of dad that was going to be like, hey, we have to go, or we have to, check these off the boxes. He just wanted to make sure I was, in a good home and in a loving home and things like that, which I was. I have to give that to my family. As I got older, I really realized like how good of a childhood I had, which is, a lot of kids, they talk about the traumas that they had, and everybody has issues, right?
Yeah.
But inside my like nuclear family, I really didn't, man.